confronted Heizo Takenaka, the former Japanese finance minister, over why he handed over control of the Japanese financial system to a group of American and European oligarchs. He and his envoy told me that it was because Japan had been threatened by an earthquake machine.
When they think about bees, they think about getting stung. Honeybees are essential. They are essential if you want.
Realize that 1 out of every 3 bites of food they stick in their mouth, these honeybees put on their dinner table.
And without bees taking pollen from one apple tree to another apple tree, you wouldn't get any apples. And we estimate that the value of honeybees is nearly 16 billion.
Something is killing our honeybees in staggering numbers. There's a name for what's happening, colony collapse disorder.
We're defining colony collapse as a condition.
Other bees come in and rob it out, and with this new phenomenon,
In an isolated Arctic region some 200 miles east of Anchorage, Alaska, there stands a phased array transmitter capable of beaming more than 3 billion watts of energy into the ionosphere. It is referred to as the High Frequency Auroral Research Program, or HAARP for short. Unfortunately, no one seems to know precisely what it does, or more importantly, what it can do. Could it be that this marvel of technology is capable of changing and controlling weather patterns worldwide? Is HAARP in fact a part of some secret Star Wars defense system? Or is it, as one of its originators suggests, just one big toy? What in fact has it done to get so much attention? Is it possible that this huge electronic device, as some suggest, is actually a mechanism for conducting mind control experiments over whole populations? HAARP is still under construction. Could it be that military planners see the finished product as the ultimate death ray? Is it just a coincidence that the hole in the ozone layer is expanding in the very region of the atmosphere irradiated by HAARP? Some critics have suggested that the state of Alaska is host to the world's largest and most sophisticated technological doomsday device. What is really going on in the frozen landscape at the edge of the Arctic? We'll try to uncover the mystery of HAARP. Near the isolated Arctic village of Gakona, Alaska, stands an impressive array of high-power radio antennas. Officially, it is the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. But to just about anyone who knows of its existence, it is simply HAARP. So far, the U.S. government, some private industry, and various academics have spent over $30 million on what is listed as an experiment. But an experiment in what? What exactly is HAARP? In 1980, a plasma physicist by the name of Bernard Eastlund applied for a patent on a device he described as being a method and apparatus for altering a region in the Earth's atmosphere, ionosphere, and/or magnetosphere. For most people, altering a region in the Earth's atmosphere or ionosphere is just scientific gobbledygook. A typical response is, who cares? But when you think about it, the Earth's ionosphere is precisely where the Earth's weather is formed, and the weather affects everybody on the planet. Dr. Eastlund's patent became the blueprint for what is now called HAARP, a method and device that some believe is now capable of altering life on this planet as we know it. But who or what is behind this project?
ARCO originally approached me in 1984 to find a use for the natural gas on the North Slope of Alaska, which they could not sell. To give you a feel for how much gas they asked me to find an application for, it was enough gas to produce all the electricity in the United States for a full year. I originated some ideas for military applications and beneficial civilian applications in which that gas would be converted into electricity and they'd used to power some gigantic antennas.
But power gigantic antennas to do what? What military applications were anticipated? And what are the beneficial civilian applications? Perhaps the question we should be asking is not what can it do, but what, if anything, has HAARP actually done already?
What's most scary and exciting about HAARP is the potential of its application. For example, ELF waves generated by the array could be used for a variety of military applications, including finding underground bases, tunnels, even caves. The government is interested in HAARP technology because it's a new frontier, a new way to solve an old problem. Ronald Reagan asked the scientists of America to find a way to render ICBMs, nuclear weapons, obsolete. HAARP was one of many programs that were developed that might be able to do this. The U.S. is continuing to be interested in the project because this technology opens an incredible suite of potential weapons systems. These include talking with deeply submerged submarines, locating underground bases, tunnels, launch and manufacturing facilities for weapons of mass destruction. Strange, amazing things like being able to set off volcanoes or create earthquakes, being able to create relativistic particles at the top of the atmosphere that could destroy enemy spy satellites, that could take out space-based weapons platforms.